Peacemaker Season 2 just flipped the DC Universe upside down. A new Justice League, a multiverse twist, and 2 Peacemakers facing off. Turns out that's only half the story. This season doesn't just continue, it resets the rules of the entire DCU. We're breaking down the hidden details, comic callbacks, and what it really means for James Gunn's reboot. And if deep dive breakdowns like this help you stay ahead of the hype, tapping that like button and subscribing really supports the channel and helps keep videos like this coming. Welcome to Screen Scramble. Let's dive in. Is Peacemaker still canon? When James Gunn took over DC, fans weren't sure if Peacemaker would survive the reboot, but here's the short answer. Yes, well, sort of. The new DCU is a total reset, with a new Superman, a new Batman, and Jason Momoa now playing Lobo. But some familiar faces are sticking around. John Cena is still Peacemaker, Viola Davis is still Amanda Waller, and according to Creature Commandos, events from the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker Season 1 still count, as long as they don't involve the old Justice League. So that Aquaman cameo at the end of Season 1, probably erased. James Gunn summed it up best himself. Stop obsessing over continuity, just enjoy the story. In fact, Gunn clarified, almost all of Peacemaker is canon with the exception of Justice League, which we will kind of deal with in the next season. This approach allows the new DCU to retain the essence of beloved characters while reconfiguring the broader narrative landscape. What happened last time? Before we get into the new footage, here's a lightning recap of Season 1. Peacemaker killed Rick Flag Jr. to protect a government secret, and that guilt nearly broke him. He was forced onto a covert team to stop alien parasites called butterflies from taking over the planet. Along the way, he faced off with his racist supervillain father, got emotionally wrecked, and somehow made friends for the first time in his life. The 11th Street Kids, Leota, Harcourt, Vigilante, Economos, they helped Peacemaker heal. The aliens were revealed to be well-meaning, but Peacemaker still chose his friends over their twisted idea of saving humanity. And the season ended with an alien queen in a jar, a broken hero in recovery, and a team that had learned to trust each other. Classic James Gunn. Trauma, friendship, and emotional damage, with fart jokes on top. This blend of irreverent humor and deep emotional arcs set the tone for what audiences can expect in the upcoming season. And according to Gunn, John Cena has only gotten better with time, saying, "I think he surprised people a lot in the first season with what he was able to do performance-wise. And the guy grew exponentially in Season 2, and he's really incredible, as is the whole cast." Welcome to the new DCU. Now, here's where things get weird. Season 2 doesn't just continue the story, it introduces an entirely new Justice League, not the one with Superman and Batman. This is Justice League International, led by Max Lord, played by Sean Gunn. Yeah, James Gunn's brother, again. He's been part of James's Guardians franchise since the beginning, playing Kraglin in all 3 movies and as a voice fill-in for Rocket Raccoon. Now he's stepping into a whole new leadership role in the DC Universe. The team interviewing Peacemaker includes Guy Gardner, the world's cockiest Green Lantern, played by Nathan Fillion. Hawkgirl, aka Kendra Saunders, played by Isabella Merced, fresh off her role in Madame Web and The Last of Us. Both characters are confirmed to appear in the upcoming Superman movie, which means this show is officially laying the groundwork for the larger DCU. But it's not just a new team, it's a totally different tone. The inclusion of these characters signals a shift towards a more interconnected universe, where television and film narratives intertwine seamlessly. Satire meets superheroes. One thing that stands out in the trailer, James Gunn is taking direct shots at corporate superhero culture. The new Justice League uniforms are stamped with a big JL logo, mass-produced branding, as if they were rolled off an assembly line. Compare that to Peacemaker's costume, made by his dad, or Superman's, made by his alien parents. The message is clear. This isn't a League of Legends, it's a PR machine. The toy store setting is packed with outdated games and an empty comic rack. A meta joke on how kids don't buy comics anymore. Even Peacemaker's interview feels like an audition. He's not just trying to join the team, he's trying to fit into a system that doesn't want guys like him. This satirical lens offers a critique of the commercialization of heroism, questioning the authenticity of modern-day superheroes. Where are they now? So where did the 11th Street Kids end up? Not in a great place. Vigilante is still stuck in his boring day job, back to the grind with little purpose. Economos has gone completely off the grid, working alone in a shed like the team's forgotten tech guy. Harcourt, meanwhile, is spiraling, caught in a cycle of bar fights and unresolved trauma. And Leota, she's flipping burgers at a fast food joint while her wife now works at Jitters, a subtle nod to the Flash universe. Basically, the team got fired. Amanda Waller shut down Argus after her daughter exposed her in season 1, and now Waller's putting her faith in monsters and misfits instead, like the squad we met in Creature Commandos. The new boss in charge, Rick Flag Sr., the father of the man Peacemaker killed, and he wants revenge. So yeah, this is personal. The disbandment of the team underscores the consequences of their previous actions, setting the stage for potential redemption arcs. New faces, old grudges. We also meet some new characters, like Langston Fleury, played by the hilarious Tim Meadows. He runs one of the squads chasing down Peacemaker's team. He drops lines like Pony Boy and Encino Man, proving that James Gunn will always find time for 90s references. We also glimpse a Native American character possibly summoning spirits, rumored to be a new original hero inspired by Apache Chief. And of course, we get the return of Eagly, the best sidekick in the entire DC universe. There's also a quick shot of Peacemaker's father's house, haunted by legacy and trauma. Even in death, White Dragon is still in Chris's head. Frank Grillo joins the cast as Rick Flag Sr., bringing a new layer of intensity to the series. James Gunn described Flag Sr. as morally complex, stating, "He's not a villain in the traditional sense. His actions are driven by grief and a sense of justice, which makes him a compelling antagonist." This suggests that Flag Sr.'s pursuit of Peacemaker may blur the lines between revenge and righteousness, adding emotional weight to their inevitable conflict. This edition promises to deepen the narrative, exploring themes of vengeance and moral ambiguity. The multiverse twist. Now for the biggest reveal. Peacemaker finds a hidden door inside his pocket dimension lab and ends up in another universe. This alternate world is everything he never had. There's a bust of him in a gold chain, a key to the city, posters of his favorite bands, even a fancy globe bar. The man is living, but something feels off. His dad is still alive. The White Dragon's mask is proudly displayed, and the biggest detail, his costume has a dove flying upward, a sign of hope and power. Our Peacemaker's dove falls like it's been shot out of the sky. This new version of Chris may have never lost his brother, never rebelled against his father. He became exactly who White Dragon wanted him to be. So when our Peacemaker comes face to face with this distorted success story, the stakes couldn't be higher. He's not just fighting another version of himself, he's fighting the version his trauma tried to create. John Cena commented on this duality, stating, "Playing two versions of the same character was a unique challenge. It allowed me to explore different facets of Peacemaker's personality and question what truly defines him. This confrontation serves as a metaphor for internal conflict and the struggle between one's past and potential." What it all means. So what's the point of all this multiverse madness? On one hand, it's a creative way to reset continuity. James Gunn can acknowledge the old DCU, remix it, and transition characters like Peacemaker into his new world. On the other hand, it's a clever commentary on superhero culture. Remember how tired fans got of the multiverse in The Flash and Marvel's Phase 4? This trailer pokes fun at the idea without getting lost in it. It's not about exploring infinite timelines. It's about exploring what makes this version of Peacemaker real. By confronting a better version of himself, Chris is forced to ask the real question: was all that pain and trauma worth it? Because in another world, maybe he had everything, but lost his soul. This introspective angle adds depth to the narrative, challenging viewers to reflect on the nature of identity and the impact of personal choices. So yeah, Season 2 isn't just more Peacemaker, it's James Gunn reshaping the DC universe in real time, with alternate realities, satirical Justice Leagues, and emotional arcs hidden behind toilet humor. This season is going full throttle, and if the rumors are true, this might be the series that defines the tone of the entire DCU going forward. So, should Peacemaker join the Justice League or stay a wildcard on the outside, doing things his way? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to keep up with every twist in James Gunn's new DC world, make sure to subscribe, because we don't just watch trailers, we unmask them. And until next time, scrambled out.